Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, hello. I think it's pretty early when I'm filming this. I really don't remember. No, it wasn't. I had just woken up from a nap. That's what it was. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. But I'm getting ready for a shoot today, so I wanted to film my photo shoot makeup that I was doing. So let's get started. Alright, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral, and I'm going to be priming my lids. Recently, I have been going for this lighter shade instead of my light neutral. I just feel like it's been brightening my eyes a little bit more than my Fair Neutral, which just makes it seem a little bit more seamless. I don't know. I'm trying new stuff, guys. That's all. Alright, taking my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, I'm just going to blend this out like I always do. Honestly, I'm not really sure why I'm not skipping over this part as we speak. So let's get through this, huh? Alright, going in with my Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. I'm going to be taking this warm brown shade here as my transition shade. I'm taking this shade on what I believe is a Morphe M441 brush. I'm pretty sure it's an M441 at least. And I'm just going to start building this on the outer V area, outer corner of my eye, and also bringing this up into the crease and a little bit higher onto the brow bone, but mostly focusing it on the outside of my eye. Now going in with the Morphe 15N palette, I'm going to take Shook, which is also a warm brown shade, and I'm going to just tap this with the same brush over that outer corner area where that beginning first transition shade is. We're just going to build here pretty much. I am slightly bringing this over into the middle of my lid, as you can see. Now I'm going to go in with Goals from the 15N palette. I'm going to take the shade on an R41 brush and just focus this again on the outer corner, but packing a lot more product on and deepening that outer V area. We're also going to go a little bit into the crease. Again, a warmer, richer, deeper brown. And then I'm going to go back in with that, actually a clean M441 brush, and blend all of this together because it's looking a little heavy, harsh, not well blended up there. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I am singing to, I have no idea what song. Let's find out, shall we? Alright, great. Well, as you can see, I'm just going back and forth now between packing more of that darker gold shade onto my lid and then going back in with that clean M441 brush and blending out onto my lid. Not so much doing a cut crease. I don't think I'm doing a cut crease. I can't remember the footage at this point. But more so just creating an ombre effect on my lid. Alright, so I was going to go in with Custom from the 15N palette and then changed my mind, apparently. I wanted to let you all know that I did. And I'm going to use this creamy shade from the Warm Obsessions palette. I'm taking it on, I think this is an R43. I never remember what this brush is, but it's really good for crease colors. And I'm just going to pack this mostly on the inner corner and blend it into those browns. So we're not doing a cut crease, but we are, again, creating like an ombre effect. Alright, so now that my eyeshadow is done, we are going to move on to liner. I'm going to be going in with my NYX Epic Ink Liner to do a wing, and I am going to skip through this part because it took me forever. So here we go. All right, liner's done. We're moving on to the face, and I'm going to be taking my Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that packaging. Come on. And I'm just gonna be putting this all over my face, pretty much. Just everywhere. Yep, literally all over my face. And it does go on very white, but once you rub it in, it does blend into your skin. This has been one of my favorite primers I think I've ever used. I know I've talked about it before, but it really just creates a barrier between your face and your makeup and just keeps, I feel like I really honestly believe it keeps your pores from getting clogged with any kind of dirt or makeup. Again, singing some song, not sure what it is, but making sure this is well massaged into my skin. Now this is going to seem a little crazy, but on top of that primer, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Matte Primer. I'm going to take that much. And usually I just focus this in my T-zone area where I get oily, and then I just blend it into the rest of my face. So 2 primers instead of 1. I swear, it really helps my makeup last all day. So now we're finally going to go in with our foundation, and I'm using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream, and this does have SPF 50, as you could see on the front. Because I have been on that Retin A stuff for my skin, it does make me very susceptible to more, what's the correct word? I'm more photosensitive pretty much, so I want a foundation that does have a lot of sunscreen in it. And this is a little bit more of a lighter coverage foundation, but it definitely gives the skin a more natural finish, and that's kind of what I was looking for the shoot. So I didn't want anything super heavy, and this, honestly, the photos turned out beautifully with it. But yeah, I'm just dabbing this all over my face, and now I'm going to take my Morphe sponge that Otis did get to the top of it. That's why it looks like that. And I'm just going to blend this into my skin. All right, now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Ultra, what is this again? The Ultra Longwear Concealer. Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. It's a mouthful, but this is a beautiful, beautiful concealer. It is full coverage, but it is not as matte as the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's a little bit more luminous, so I really, really, really love it. And I'm just gonna go in with that in all the areas that I need concealer pretty much. And once again, I'll blend this out with my Real Techniques sponge. And then what I'm going to do next is just take a little bit more of that Tarte Shape Tape in the Fair Neutral and tap that in those areas under my eye, and then I will highlight the majority of my face with this. So like my forehead, nose, and chin, as well as underneath my nose. And I do only 2 to 3 areas at a time, just because, as we know, the Tarte Shape Tape does dry very quickly, and it does become a little bit more difficult to blend if you let it sit for too long. So I'm just going to blend out these areas first and then hit the rest of my face. Yeah, so finishing up the rest of my face, like I said, just going to blend out this part underneath my nose / where my crease lines are from smiling pretty much. I do like to highlight these to make them seem a little bit flatter. And then I'll hit my chin area. I do like to save my nose for last. I do let it sit, the concealer sit for a little bit longer on my nose, just because I want it a little bit more defined. I learned that tip from Desi Perkins, so I do like to do that. And then taking my other Morphe sponge, I'm just going to dab it all over my face, picking up excess here and there because my nose was looking a little too white. And now I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D, I think this is the Lock-It Powder Foundation. And I use this to set my under eyes. This is in the really light shade. I think it's 45N. I'll link everything down below like I usually do. Don't have the products in front of me, so I'm not being very accurate. Sorry. But I'm taking this on my IT Cosmetics brush and just tapping this under my eyes. I feel like it does brighten things up a little bit, as well as set everything in place. So going in and finishing up my under eye before I set everything else, I guess that was my game plan. I'm just gonna go in and go back in with the darker colors I believe it was Goals and Shook that I go in with here, just again on the same R41 brush, and then blending it out with that M441. So now I'm going to go in with the Farsali Jelly Beam highlighter. I made sure to do this before I set my face because most liquid highlighters don't go over powder well, and it's going to break up your makeup and it's not going to look cute. So I'm just tapping this on my high points of my face. And then if it seems like it's not blending as well, my trick is to just take that same damp beauty sponge that you have that has your foundation on it and to just tap over it, because I feel like it does help blend it into the foundation a little bit better again. So I'm just going to continue highlighting my face, bridge of my nose, and then the tip of my nose, as well as above my brow area. And because, of course, that wasn't enough, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills and AMREZY highlighter. I'm going to take this Real Techniques setting brush and go over the areas that I already highlighted with this powder highlight. I find that it creates a very intense pop and you literally glow. So now that I'm done making myself look like a glazed donut, I'm going to go in with Benefit Cosmetics Bad Gal Bang Mascara, and I'm just going to coat my lashes in this. This is an amazing mascara, and it's pretty affordable. I couldn't tell you the price off the top of my head, but it does wonders. And honestly, I put this on and considered not doing lashes, but let's be real here. I love my falsies. All right, so now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in Rich Amber, and I'm going to bronze my face. And for this, I'm going to be using the Japanesque Kumadori brush. I could be wrong in pronouncing that, but it starts with a K. And it looks like the NARS one and works just as well as the NARS one. Definitely doesn't cost as much as the NARS one. And if my bronzer is looking a little too intense, I'll do the same thing that I do when my highlighter isn't blending in as well. I'll just take my sponge and blend it out. Having a dance party. Don't know what I was listening to. Okay, so I'm going to finish bronzing my forehead, and then I will hit underneath my jawline. Just feel like this shades everything and kind of defines it a little bit more. And now I'm going to go in with my Becca Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh Powder. Longest name ever, but it's the stuff that feels like water on your face. And we're jamming out again to something. All right. And I'm just going to take this on my R13. I believe that is the brush. I'm just going to set this all over my face. Now, instead of making it ultra matte, this setting powder makes things a little bit more luminous and natural looking, which I really, really like. And it feels really cool, like I said earlier. Pretty sure this is me telling myself I'm going to skip through and finish the rest of my face. You know, my brows and my lips, and that I'll be right back. All right, so that completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this voiceover tutorial. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, damn. Look at that highlight, though. Just glowing. Yes, honey. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Okay, bye.